Hello everyone. So it's currently 11 p.m. and I had just decided to watch the first episode of The Witcher. And I had been meaning to watch it. It looked really good. But the thing is, Henry Cavill, I only know him from Superman, and honestly Superman isn't one of my favorite heroes and whatever. So once I found out that he was in it, because at first the Witcher looked pretty but then Henry Cavill was like, we'll see. So I decided to watch it, just trying to give him a chance. And let me just say, beautiful, stunning, spectacular. I cannot get over this show. It's so good. I love Game of Thrones, and it's just so good. Alright, so when I was watching it, I decided to make a few points that I just wanted to bring up in any normal day-to-day conversation if The Witcher ever comes up. So the first point is Geralt. Geralt, the finest man. A stunning character, just both visually and just character-wise, personality-wise. It's such an interesting character. So Geralt. First, he's a therapist. He helped that girl with her problems. She got to make a choice because Geralt was like, you choose, you do this or you do this, and we stan. I love him. He's a therapist. Second is that he pulls off those leather pants a little too well. I'm suspicious. How can someone do that? They work for him. He is just vibing with those pants, and I just can't get over it. How do you do that? Just stunning. He is best friends with his horse. He was caught talking to his horse, and it's talking about his first kill, and he's like, oh, it was glorious, and then this girl just comes in, and she's like, were you talking to your horse? And he's like, it just silence. And that brings me to my next point. He is a man of little to no words. His eyes just say it all. It's spectacular. He also constantly just says, which, amazing. I love it. He doesn't take anyone's shit. He gives you that what the fuck kind of look. He's kind of the god of that type of look, and he just looks into your eyes, and then you meet his eyes, and you just instantly regret all of your life decisions, because you just meet his eyes, and he's giving you this look, and you're like, I did something wrong. If Geralt is giving you that look, you know you've messed up in life, and you need to rethink your life. You need to go, he's a therapist that way. That's how he helps people with his problems, I think. I don't know. But, so this first episode brought me through, a roller coaster of emotions. At one point I was laughing at Geralt's that was perfectly delivered. And the next I'm being all depressed about this lady who's dying, and it's just great. Lovely. Yeah. But at one point there was this character who showed up, the personal guard named Laszlo, and I was just he's going to be my second favorite character. He just looks so handsome, and he's vibing, just being a guard. He's just hey guys, I'm a guard. I'm just yeah. But then, so this is kind of a spoiler alert, just watch out, but Laszlo, he's just chilling. He's chilling. He's just there rescuing this girl, the princess, and he's hey, let's go. And then, so I'm just in my room watching this, and then he gets shot in the freaking throat. And I'm just ah! So I run downstairs, and then I immediately collapse on my kitchen floor, and my dad's like, you okay? And I'm yeah, but the person who I proclaimed as my second favorite character just died. And my dad's oh, nice. And then my brother comes in, and he's oh, you can't watch the show, you haven't played the video game. And I'm oh, frick off, Jeffrey. But then, once the show's over, I'm fangirling over Geralt to my dad, and that's not really a good look, I find. So I was just hey, the girl he's looking fine in those leather pants, and my dad's oh, okay. The thing is, he's already seen me just scream and collapse over Adam Driver at an award show, so he shouldn't be surprised. But it was interesting, and he's been meaning to watch the show and I'm just there screaming on the floor about Geralt and his horse and leather pants and him being a therapist. And I'm like, hey, do you want to hear my list of why Geralt is like a man of all men, like a god of among men, like a whole. My dad's like, sure, or no, he didn't even answer. I'm just like, he's a therapist. He is a freaking therapist. So yeah, that's my first impression of the show, The Witcher. It's really good. I think it's gonna be one of my top favorite shows, and I'm planning on playing the video game. Maybe I'll stream it. Who knows? To my brother's dismay, I'm probably going to steal it from him, but oh well, I wanna learn more about this world. It's so good. And so that's my first impression. A fine show. I recommend it to anyone who hasn't watched it yet. I'm a little late to the whole party, but it's so freaking good. And I guess an actor from Game of Thrones is coming into it, so it's like, oh my god, just yes. So I'm excited to see more of the episodes. So peace out, gamers.